We begin with a King 5 exclusive and a document that you need to see. At first glance, you might think there's not much here, but this piece of paper raises new questions about Seattle children's handling of that deadly Aspergillus mold. It's taken our King 5 investigators months to get this paperwork. Good evening, I'm Joyce Taylor.
And I'm Mark Wright. Children's Hospital even tried to block us from getting our hands on it. Well, finally, we got it late yesterday. The same day the hospital admitted 5 more patients died from that mold dating back to 2001. Investigator Chris Ingalls is here. Chris, how did you finally get your hands on the document, and what does it reveal?
Well, we got it because a judge ordered its release, and we've been fighting for this document, these records, as you say, in court. Now, this is the document that Children's wanted us to have, and you can see there's a lot of blacked out information on this, and this is the actual record that the judge released. There's only a couple of additional lines that are uncovered here, but they tell us a lot. They show us that Children's knew of prior Aspergillus infections, but didn't say anything about it until yesterday when they knew that these documents were coming our way.
We have had other Aspergillus infections over the past 20 years. Tragically, 5 of those patients died.
At the podium yesterday, CEO Dr. Jeff Sparring acknowledged for the first time that Seattle Children's Hospital had patients with Aspergillus infections and deaths before 2018. The mounting number adds to the 1 death and 6 infections that the hospital has been reporting since it went public this summer, with the mold contamination plaguing its operating rooms. But this document, ordered released by the King County Court, shows Children's was chronicling those prior infections at least a year and a half ago. In June of 2018, Children's provided previous Aspergillus infections from 2001 to present to Public Health of Seattle-King County. As you can see, the judge allowed much of the information to remain blocked from public view, but it's more than this document, which Children's originally provided to King 5 in response to a public records request.
Good morning, everyone.
The records release is part of an ongoing court case. Judge Ken Schubert ruled that most of the disputed documents from Children's mold issues this year and last can be withheld from the public as Children's has demanded. A Children's Hospital spokesperson offered no new answers today about why the hospital didn't tell the public of those prior infections and deaths sooner, beyond what Dr. Sparring said yesterday.
At the time, we believed that these were isolated incidents. We now believe that these infections were likely caused by the air handling system that serve our operating rooms. Looking back, we should have made the connection sooner. Simply put, we failed.
Because much of this information remains redacted or covered up, we can't say for certain that Children's or the Health Department determined a year and a half ago that there were these 5 additional deaths that they only reported yesterday. But they were keeping a record of these mold infections and either were unable or unwilling to connect the dots between all these deaths over the years. Deaths that now appear to be the result of a faulty ventilation system that blows this Aspergillus mold through the operating rooms of the hospital.
So you requested these records from the Health Department. They had this information dating back to 2018.
Right.
So why didn't the Health Department tell the public?
You know, I asked a spokesperson that exact question today, and he says that the County Health Department did not have the information to piece together that there were 5 deaths. Late today, he told me that the Health Department was aware of 2 Aspergillus deaths prior to 2007. But like the hospital, he says the health department didn't think that all these cases were related to ventilation. Now they all do. Everybody seems to believe this, with 6 deaths in the books now.
Okay, Chris, thank you for that.
Yeah.
For transparency, we need to tell you that Seattle Children's does sponsor some of our HealthLink stories here on King 5.